Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kevin here with 2.0T Camaros. It's been a while, and I apologize for that. I've been busy with life, work. Recently got to the drag strip a few times, once at Camaro Fest in mid-July, another time late September. Had a good time. Times are improving. We'll be going there again this Wednesday, October 18th, with a few other people. My tuner will be there for some data logging. I should have a couple friends that are coming down, from my understanding, or up from Connecticut. Whiskey Fed is coming, who hung out with us at Camaro Fest. News on the car, I haven't done really anything to it. I have a couple things that I've got stored up in storage. Some heat reduction under the hood. Hopefully help with the intake air temperatures. Other than that, my mod intentions for this coming up year are pretty slim. Mostly I'm probably just going to do some trailing arms to help with the wheel hop I'm getting, and outside of that, it's all going to be aesthetic stuff this year. I'm not going to go full bore on expanding my performance mods because I want to get better at racing the car down the strip before I start getting into more power. I think where I'm at is fine. I know in January I'm getting a transmission control module tune finally, because it has to be physically sent out on the 2017s. Sorry, still getting over whatever went around this area. So yeah, basically we've seen a couple of the times on the drag strip for the 2.0 Turbo Camaros. They're ranging anywhere from high 12s to, mid 13s seems to be the general consensus on bolt-ons with a mild tune or a full tune. I think a lot of my issue is, obviously I'm new at it, haven't gotten nearly as many passes as I'd like to get. I'm completely novice. I haven't really taken any advice because no one's given me any advice except for the little bits I got from my tuner earlier this year in September, and it did help immensely, and I appreciate both Josh at Performance Dyno, my personal tuner for the car, and Jason at JackFab for some advice and some insights that helped my times throughout that night. Short of that, with nothing left under the car, it's getting a little bit colder out. I believe it's probably around 55, 60 right now, so I'll do a quick cold start, and I will see you guys again. Before that, what am I doing for aesthetic mods is actually something I've been asked a few times by some people in private messages. Gonna do the 50th anniversary stripe kit. I'm intending to get it painted. Not really sure whether it's going to be painted or I'm going to go with final stripes first. The problem is finding something at least close to the orange that I can get. I'd like to get an exact match for the River City Creations fuel door I have, but they have been unresponsive to any of my requests for at least just a paint code. We actually messaged back and forth on Camaro6.com, and they said they'd get me a paint code because they can't ship the paint out because it costs too much, which I was fine paying the shipping either way. I had no problem with that. Haven't gotten the paint code yet. Sent multiple messages on Instagram and through the forum, and I don't know what's going on. I'll probably try calling them and seeing what the hell's going on with that. It seems like a really simple thing to give out. I'm only asking for it because I want to paint my car the same color. I really don't want to go with vinyl because it doesn't hold up during New England winters, and this car is a daily driver. It's not a car that sits around, gets put up for storage in the winter. It's a daily driver. I drive it in the snow, I drive it in the rain. God forbid it ever hails, that would suck, but it's going to get driven, and that's how I like to have my cars. I don't like them sitting around. If I had a lot of money, maybe I would have a purpose-built track car, but I'm not worried about that right now. So here's a quick startup with the windows down for you guys. Mods on the car at this moment are a Flowmaster axle back exhaust. It's well broken in, over a year now. ZZP high flow catted downpipe was a direct fit, 0 issues with transmission lines that people have commented on. I've had no check engine lights period on my car, except for things that came loose, and that was my own fault. Nobody else's, not the installers, not the tuners, nobody's, and they were all maybe 15-20 minute fixes getting under the hood. It's just stuff came loose. Engine cold air intake, open box. It was the original one. I got it because it was the only one available for a car that I semi-liked. It was pretty much, I think, the first or second one available for our cars, period. Other performance mods on that would be the 72mm throttle body from the 3.6 liter Camaro, and the 3-inch Jack Fab charge pipe. Both of these were sent to me from Jack Fab. He has a throttle body adapter for the 3.6 liter 72mm throttle body. I think it works fine. I have a Vitesse throttle controller. It really doesn't do anything for the startup. It does do something. I don't think it matters all that much, and I'm gonna probably have my tuner, once we get the transmission control module tuned, I'm probably just gonna have him tune my shift points and everything else and then just get rid of it. It's great if you don't have a tune or transmission tune. Otherwise, it's really not worth the hassle, because if you have a transmission tune, it could cause problems by opening that throttle too early. What it basically does is send extra voltage to the throttle body to open it quicker, instead of getting that delay on the stock drive-by-wire system. That's it. Doesn't add power. Some people think it's snake oil. Some people think it's not. I'll do a review of that maybe later on the way to work, if I have time, or some other time. I'll show you how the car reacts with it, how the car reacts without it, and you can make your own decisions from there. I am not a huge fan of the amount of piss and moaning that I hear about this product. It causes issues with some people's cars. I'm not sure why. Not that many. I mean, you think of all the people that have had issues and all the people that have bought these things. There you go. So without further ado, I will do a quick startup, and thank you for spending the time, and please like and subscribe. Also, I'd really appreciate if you guys would hit that notification bell, because I will have more content coming soon, despite the fact that winter is coming. And that is not a GOT reference. Start from inside the car. According to my radio, it says it's 72 degrees out. More likely to be about 68, honestly. It's loud. It gets louder as it's colder out. Here's a quick rev for you guys. I haven't edited the video yet, so as I go on, I'll assume you guys can hear the blow-off noise from the cold air intake. Short of that, I have no idea. I'll do a quick drive. I'll end this video at around 10 minutes, just so you guys can have some windows down driving sound from this car. I apologize for any wind noise. I don't have anything to cancel it out until I get a new GoPro. Again, thank you, and let's have some fun. Also, an important note, with the 2017 A8 transmission, when you get tuned, I'd recommend turning off traction control, because if you do not get the transmission control module tuned, it will cut power on you. Not really sure why it does that. I think it's something in the PCM that is saying don't give access to the power. At least that's what me and my tuner have discovered through a couple data logs on the road and some general research itself. And a couple other people have mentioned it on the C7 Corvettes and SS Camaros. A lot of traffic today. Let's see if we can't get on the road, people. For those of you that wonder why I try to wear, vendor t-shirts in some of my videos, or Camaro t-shirts, well, the Camaro t-shirts are because I own a Camaro and I have a ton of them from my last Camaro. The vendor t-shirts are vendors that I have sponsorships with. I have a few with some smaller companies that give me decent discounts. Not really notable to mention because it's not really much of a discount. I will mention to you guys that Mishimoto is accepting sponsors. They will give you a one-time sponsorship code for something. You cannot do it on pre-sale items and newly released items. So hold on to your one-time 35% off sponsorship code that you'll get. And say it's alright to use it. The Mishimoto products are really not bad. Everybody has their own opinions on them, and we'll leave it with that. This video is now went beyond 10 minutes. I apologize for the long video. Didn't get enough driving because of all the traffic and everything else, and I talked too much. We'll get you guys a highway pole, and then I'll leave it with that. I'm not too far from it right now. Yellow lights, finally. Alright, almost to the highway finally, guys. Again, I appreciate my 40 plus subscribers. I know it's not a huge channel. I don't expect it to ever be a huge channel where I'm going to make any money, but I appreciate all your help nonetheless. Favorite parts of my drive to work with the windows down. Apologize for the wind noise. Everybody loves a good tunnel. You're wondering about the change in tone on the exhaust. That happens when performance shift activated. Do I know all the intricacies? No. So it's way too crowded on the highway to be messing around right now. So I will leave you guys with that, and hopefully I will have a ton of video because I got some new mounting options that put the GoPro behind my head for the drag strip on this coming Wednesday, October 18th. Again, thank you. I appreciate all you guys' support. If you have questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. Feel free to private message me on Camaro5, Camaro6.com at evil-b-New Hampshire. Most of you know me there. You just got to go into the I-4 section. I do a lot of the aftermarket mod area. I basically try to keep the drag strip times updated, things like that. I try to be an involved member of the community. Trying to be less controversial with my opinions on some things on there.